Hi everyone, Swanky Markets here with the outlook for Wednesday the 19th of May. What a day. Nothing happened all day. We waited and we waited and waited, and then at 6 o'clock my time, quarter past 6, it just started moving. So markets are very unpredictable at the moment, so be very careful. And I honestly have not seen the markets like this, as unpredictable as this, for a long time. Our pin bar reversals, a lot of traders who were trading a lot of years last night would have looked at these pin bar reversals and be looking for at least a play up and a pullback that we all need and want, but we didn't get it today. So anyway, I'll go through how today planned out and things like that anyway. Just remember, do not chase price, set the trap and wait. If you miss an entry, that's okay, and only trade with the trend at the moment, please. Today is a perfect example of that. The NPB methods may work tomorrow in some pairs. We'll start with the euro dollar. On the daily, if this closed here and we didn't get a pullback tomorrow, then the NPB method would work. If you look on the monthly, if we go here and we change it to the month, let's close this down there. You'll see price looks like it will close below the 200 EMA. Okay, this is the monthly chart. You can see this is one big bullish candle on the monthly. So it looks like price will close below the 200 EMA. If price comes back and sits on this tonight, I'm not interested in it tomorrow, to be honest. You know, those of us there who've got trades in from higher up. So those of us who caught intraday trades on that move down earlier today, if it sits on that 200 EMA tomorrow, I just wouldn't be fussed. If we don't get that big of a wick, the MPB method may work depending on where the candle closes, and you all know how to do that. If we go through today, so you can play out when this comes again, all day today it was in this. This is a 4-hour chart. It was in this wedge. Just after 6 o'clock it broke out, we had a retest, and away she fell. So, and you can see if we go down to the 1 hour, 1 second, yeah, you can see on the 1 hour that she just came through. It was in this flag pattern. This is a bearish flag. All day today it was in this flag pattern. I could move this trend line up a little bit, slightly off. It was all in that, and then it broke the CP and came out of the flag pattern at the same time, closed below it, trigger to get in. So that was how you did that. The pound dollar was the same today in this trend line here, this wedge form. Again, it broke, closed on it, broke, retest, and away she fell. Same thing if you look on the, 1 second. Yeah, there we go. We did all day. It tried to break this CP. Eventually it broke. What you're finding on a lot of the pound dollar moves at the moment, we're not getting retests. It's happening a few months now. So you just really have to have an order waiting. Maybe 10 pips below the CP or 10 pips below a trend line, just to kind of avoid a little spike. And it's not giving you retests a lot of the times. So where would I go on the pound dollar tomorrow? I honestly don't know. If we fib today's candle, if it closes where it is, alright, let's fib today's candle, and if it closes where it is, because we know this pair likes to fib. Alright, come here, come down here. We know this pair likes to fib. Alright, come on, hold on, let me sort this fib and I'll come back to you. Alright, if I was to short this tomorrow, I would look at 144. 144 is 50% of the fib, and we know this pair likes the 50% of a fib a lot if we get back that far. So between 143.72, 144 is where I would look. But there's something in me, I have a funny feeling about this pair tomorrow. I don't know what it is, so I'm just going to be a little extra cautious on this pair tomorrow. But a pullback to there would be a lovely place to get in, or if price closes exactly where it is now, about 3 pips off the bottom, then the MPB method should work on this tomorrow if we do not get the pullback. We only use the NPB if we do not get a pullback. Okay, so right, euro yen. I'm only looking really I'm doing these charts as I'm talking to you because I'm doing these in haste. Well, trying to get them out because it's nearly 11 o'clock and we had all those movements after today. So where I'd be looking tomorrow, if we get a pullback to around 144.50, 144.25 area. So it'll be around this level. If we got a pullback to there, I'd be interested in shorting that, depending on where it closes. If we look on the daily, and if we look on the daily, let's have a look. If the candle was to close right there and we didn't get a pullback, NPB. Bollinger Band is wide open, it's below it. Stocks are just going to cross again to go back down. They crossed to go up there yesterday, they're going back down, so everything is saying this is going further down. If we don't get a pullback, the NPB. That is what I am looking at. So let's have a look. Alright, this is the Swissy, this is the daily. It is still heading northbound. Draw those three levels on your charts. I very much doubt we'll get back to 109 now. So 1.1322, 1.1177 is where I'd look tomorrow. Again, if the candle closes right where it is now and we don't get a pullback, NPB. But really, I want to pull back. But I mean, look at this pin bar reversal. That was screaming it was going to pull back. Today, 5:15 this evening, bang, up she went. So the Euro GBP got back to 86 again today. If you had an order there, you would have got in. It is broken out of this. Let me get rid of this trend line. You can see a bit better of the flag pattern on the 4-hour. It closed, but this is the 4-hour. It's broken out of the candle. If it gets back up to 86 again tomorrow, have an order there waiting for it to go south. If it may not get quite back up to 84, it might only get back up to 85.50, 85.60. So watch on the smaller time frames. But I will definitely have another order at 86, ready and waiting to catch it. Set the trap and wait for price to come to you. That's the motto. But like I said, it might not get as high as that. But if you've an order at 86 and it doesn't get as high, you can always get in lower and cancel that order. Alright, so it is broken out of that. If we look on the daily, you can see the price is bouncing here. If I move this trend line down, if I move this trend line up a little bit, that's 85.85. If I move that up here, that's just 3 pips below 86, so it's 85.97. Between 86 and 85, it's bouncing. So what you want to do, if you don't get in at 86, you want to wait for a breakout of 85 on the 4-hour, and then a retest on the 1-hour, or you can go lower than that if you want to. Once it closes below that on the 4-hour 85, you can go in a retest and bang, away you go. This pip could move down to good. There could be a 200 pip move here. So watch that level. And on to the next one. This is the Aussie dollar daily. As you can see, it has finally broken the 55 EMA of the weekly. It is going to close below it. It's also broken the 325 of the daily. So what am I looking for tomorrow? Well, obviously I'm looking for a pullback. A pullback to 87 would be brilliant to short tomorrow. I will have an order ready and waiting for that in case we get up there. And if we get up there, it'll just catch me and away we go. And this could have a long way to go. Like I said to you before, fundamentally it shouldn't be down here. We're technical traders, and technically it is, and everything is bearish. This is the daily, and look at all these EMAs. They're all pointing down. Look at our stocks, look at our MACD. It is screaming at you that this is southbound even further. So if we get a pullback to 87, that's where you want to get in short. Again, have a look at your lower time frames. You see the central pivot today, played around that a lot before breaking away. We had a similar thing on the euro and the pound, dollar, and a few other pairs today, this wedge, and it finally broke away. You got a retest on the hour, and away she fell. If we get back up to 87, that's where your short is, or else look for levels off of key areas, i.e. this pivot. If price breaks like that and you get a retest, away you go. Or if price, say here, you can see price came up, got rejected, retest, away you go. That's what you're looking for on that. on the CAD. I was in the CAD short from 10400. I'd half out and I got the rest taken out at break even. I'm leaving this tomorrow. I think this is going to go a bit more northbound. So if we leave it tomorrow, if you're a little bit doubtful, stay away from it. We have the 200 EMA here. We have the 365 up here. So I think this is looking a bit bullish. So I will leave this tomorrow. And next one. This is the US dollar yen on the daily. Again, same as last few days, not touched.